YouTube viewers, welcome back to my channel. It's June 12th, 3:30 in the afternoon, 13 degrees, 13 k's an hour, wind with an on-off pause in between. So we have got quite a few launch windows to launch. On top, inside the payload of Aries 3, there is a slice of cheese, Aussie feta, so Australian feta. We have, after the flight, we'll be putting it in one of these small little plastic bottles. I have another slice at home which has 0 or O, so it's a controlled sample. This one has the letter G, which means it's been exposed to G-force acceleration. And the whole idea, of course, is to measure and see if we can stop the bacterial growth of the cheese and see if we can prevent it from molding it up. So see if we can do a no mold cheese on this flight experiment. So we're going to start off with, as usual, going to skip the 75-85 psi. We're going to jump straight into the 95 psi. Launch pad secure. Hopefully these cables will hold up. Unlike previous episode, we're both snapped off. Both had a terrible kickback as well. So here we go with our cheese experiment. In 3, 2, 1. Oh no! No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Looks like the engine block's come off. Yep, sure has. The engine block has come off the Aries 3. So we have a failed launch. That's no good. There's still pieces of cheese in there. Not sure where the other piece of cheese has gone. Don't even know where the engine block is. So that's a failed flight. Engine block has failed. After so many flights, something's bound to give way. While we're here, we are going to test our no-named rocket here. So let me just mount this on top so you guys can get a better picture of it. Now we don't know how high this thing is going to go. But it has the payload on the top, which is empty at the moment. There's nothing on top apart from empty sample tubes there and small plastic bottles. Just zoom out. There you go. So we'll see how far this thing will go. We are going to drop the air pressure down. Well, I'll drop it to 75 psi and see if she'll survive 75 psi pressure. That's if it survives. If anybody wants to comment down below, what should I call this rocket? Let me know. And we can name it. So I'm starting to run out of ideas, or name ideas. Let's see how we go. Our first test flight. In 3, 2, 1. She flew. And she landed. She flew and she landed. This time it actually held up. That's a surprise. It just didn't go high enough. This thing actually weighs approximately, I think it's around 120, 130 grams. So she held up okay. Fins held up okay. Nose cone, one broken tube sample inside. Other than that, everything's held up okay. How about we crank it up a bit? How about we crank it up from 75 to 85 and see if she'll survive. There's a bit of other tape there that's just come off. Probably nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is if I hit the 85 mark, maybe 95, maybe she'll survive the payload mount on top, maybe not, but we'll find out soon enough. So I'll crank it up to 85. And we'll see how we go. You can see the difference on playback of this video, the difference in height between 75 and 85 psi. But let's hope that 85 psi can it manage to survive the 85 psi. We'll find out soon. Okay, so here we go. In 3, 2, 1. It did fly straight at 85. So it did fly straight at 85 psi. It managed quite well, but still not high enough. Again, everything survived. Fin survived, everything else has survived. We're just not getting the height that we need. Bit pity. Not getting much luck here. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. So this is the big one. This is an Atlas heavy. This is the big one. But next time on our next episode, we'll do the flight of the cheese experiment. We'll bring Atlas heavy with the payload on top, empty payload on top, and the setup that's been set up. We'll see if that makes any difference in height. So there's a nice cloud cover coming here, and I've got a nice modified WSAT-3 on the top. You have slots, 2 slots, one on each side, one going in, one coming out. There's also 5 holes also. Goes in one direction, comes out the other. I'm trying to see if that cloud will come towards the right location, and see if it can actually go through the clouds and grab some water. So it's nice and clean inside that tube, no water droplets of any kind. I'm pretty sure there is. It's all dry. Yeah, I don't see anything. So I made sure it was dry inside, like I said. Just gonna wait for another minute or so, maybe 2 minutes, till that patch of cloud comes just above us. See if I can face the slots the right way around, especially that open end one. Nice open end. Question is, are the clouds low enough so I can launch it? We'll find out. While we're here, we'll pump the compressor up to 95 psi. I think we are good to go to pump it up. And see if I can make it through the clouds this time. Let's hope I got my timing right. And see if it will disappear through those clouds. No wind at all. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. I don't see it. Question is, where is it? I can't see it. I still can't see it. The downside of having a blue rocket. Well, let's go for a bit of a walk and see where she's landed, because I can't see it. Oh, there we go. Hard to tell if you went through the clouds. It's a blue rocket. I don't see... Looks like he didn't manage to go through the clouds. I don't see a drop of water. Not one little tiny bit. So it's a good design. I like the design that I made. Just didn't get the height that we need. Looks by the looks of it. The rocket itself, there's no moisture. So one of the fins are a little bit loose. Not sure if it's from the takeoff, from the launch, or from the impact landing. Flew a little bit weird on the way up, but it aimed straight towards those clouds. You might have to change the colour on the Foton. Give it a bit of a spray paint, black. Just going to release some air in the air cannon. Ooh. Wow, 2 flights in one day. So the cheese experiment didn't work. Unfortunately, the engine block failed. I've just noticed also there is a rupture on the bottom section of the no name rocket. So you got a name, leave a comment below. What should I call it? There's a big rupture on the bottom. Not sure how alpha heavy is going to go, especially in terms of height. But if that doesn't work, then the foam rocket idea is out. It's out of the question, and we'll stick with the plastic tubes. But in terms of, again, the design of the new WSAT-3 to collect water, very nice. I thought it would hit it. I thought it was going to go through the clouds, but again, very hard to tell with the blue color. So gonna need to spray paint this black. Black is the best color out there, regardless of the background. Sky, blue sky, cloudy, black is always the best color. So yeah, we'll go home and replace that engine block and fix it up, and next episode you'll see me relaunch the cheese experiment again, and if you see what you like here today, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next episode of Air Canada Rocketry. Bye for now.